Hey guys, by request, I'm going to put together hopefully this quick tutorial on how we did our faux pallet accent wall in our master. You can easily do it with one person. It takes about 3 to 4 hours. Calculate the square footage that you're needing, and for us, we had 160 square feet, and it only cost us $157. So, win in our book. Here's a little before action. We had a brand new house. It just didn't look anything like the model. It was a little basic, so we were looking for something to pop in our master, and this definitely did it for us. We chose Peel&Stick laminate. We chose that over pallets or just straight wood for a lot of reasons. It was thinner. We had some spots like underneath our valance, above our blinds, that, it could easily go underneath. Also around our outlets, we just loosened the outlet screw and kind of tucked it. That way we didn't have to do an exact straight line. Also, it was less meticulous prep work. Had we went with a pallet or just woods, we would have had to sand, stain. That would have taken a whole day in itself, not to mention the actual application, which would have been a lot longer. So this process was less time, like 3 to 4 hours, literally from start to finish. Can't really complain. Let's measure your wall. Do the height of your ceiling and the width or length of the wall that you are wanting to do this in, and that will get your square footage. Obviously, you can see here we have windows. We wanted some extra supplies because we are going to do another accent wall in our water closet. This product came in boxes, and you can see here each box had 60 square feet of material, so we bought 3. This is a specific material that we used. We bought it at Lowe's. It was 98 cents a square foot. Here's our receipt of our actual purchase, and you can see there, $157 and some change. I think we actually got a discount, so it was a little less. These are the tools needed, or that we used, and photos accordingly. But honestly, all you really need is something to stand on, something to cut the laminate, something to give you a guide, straight line, and something to cut on. Stud finder, level, hammer. So you're going to start in a top corner of the wall. Make sure it is level. Again, brand new house, walls are not level. So level, level, level. Then you just peel and slap it onto the wall. Big thing here is layout. We spent a lot of time trying to decide on what layout we wanted. We decided on 70-30 because that is how our laminate flooring was laid out. After we got down past the windows, it kind of went to the go with the flow, whatever. So we got to this point, and now we needed to cut, and this is the valance I was talking about, the little white piece. It had a little gap behind it, allowing us to, put it underneath there. Square. Again, you don't need to run out and buy a square. If you don't have one, you can get a ruler. Razor blade, just something to cut with. And we use 2x4s, but you can use a cutting board or whatever you have lying around. Just something that you can fit into the actual space that you're working in. As you can see there, I went absolutely crazy in the middle. I think every 4th row had a different pattern. I staggered it. I wanted to save on materials. I wanted it to look funky and cool, and honestly, there's no way you can mess this up. Just go with your gut, and as long as you are happy with it in the end, that's all that matters. Here are some takeaways that we learned from our project, Safety First, and a cutting station for each person. And this is not absolutely necessary. We had one, we did fine. Just slowed down our process a little bit. It would have been more convenient had we had 2. Go slow and steady when cutting the laminate. There are some grooves on the planks themselves, so make sure you go slow and steady if you're really wanting to get that straight line. Don't apply too much pressure towards a square or a ruler, whatever you're utilizing to make sure your line is straight. Unless you use a clamp, this was actually an afterthought for us. If you want to clamp it all into place, it might be a little bit sturdier. Don't cut all the way through. You actually just need to squirt a little bit on the top, and then you can bend it frontwards and then backwards, and it'll actually pop off easy. If you're really OCD, measure twice, maybe 3 times, then cut. Give yourself an extra ½ inch to an inch, whatever you're comfortable with. Dry fit it into the space. remeasure, and then make your cuts accordingly. We found that maybe if you have a long ruler lying around, this would come in handy. Alright, so maybe at the beginning you can do this as you go. This is something that we started to do halfway through once we realized that we did not have enough time. So you have to reinforce laminate, this peel and stick. It is beautiful, but the product itself isn't that great for the floor, let alone to be hanging on your wall without it falling down. So I would recommend, as you go, to use your stud finder, find your studs, and nail every plank into the wall. That wraps it up on the tutorial for the faux pallet accent wall using peel and stick laminate. Really hope that this helps you in your projects. This is only one of many projects on our list, so we are going to be documenting our journey on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. If you have any questions or comments, reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you. And a huge special thanks to those who requested we do this video. Very flattered, and it also inspired us. If you'll be following along, we will see you soon on the next project. Bye for now.